Before Louboutin, before Manolo, before anyone thought a shoe could be art, there was Salvatore Ferragamo, the man who dressed Hollywood's golden age, invented the wedge heel, and built a luxury empire from nothing. Salvatore Ferragamo was born on June 5, 1898, in Benito, a small village in southern Italy, the 11th of 14 children. His family was poor. Shoemaking was considered a humble trade. At 9 years old, Salvatore borrowed thread, canvas, and tools from the local cobbler and stayed up through the night to make his sister a pair of white shoes for her first communion because the family couldn't afford to buy them. She wore them to church. Everyone stared. His path was being set. He spent the next year studying shoemaking in Naples, and by 13 had opened a small shop out of his parents' home. In 1914, Ferragamo emigrated to Boston, where a brother worked in a shoe factory. After just 1 week, he left, disappointed by machine-made quality, and made his way to California. In 1916, he enrolled in anatomy classes at USC to understand the structure of the human foot, discovered that body weight falls on the arch, and developed a steel shank to support it. By 1923, he'd opened the Hollywood boot shop and was making shoes for all types of famous people. The press gave him a nickname, Shoemaker to the Stars. In 1927, Ferragamo returned to Italy and incorporated his first company in Florence, employing 60 shoemakers, blending the city's artisan traditions with American production efficiency. Then came crisis. He filed for bankruptcy in 1933. As always, he innovated his way out. After the League of Nations imposed economic sanctions on Italy in 1935, Ferragamo could no longer source German steel for his shoe shanks. The shortage forced him to experiment with cork. He pressed and glued pieces of Sardinian cork until the space between sole and heel was filled, and the modern wedge heel was born. During World War II, when materials were even scarcer, he worked with cork, raffia, nylon, and other unconventional materials, producing some of his most distinctive designs. In 1947, a worker returned from fishing on the Arno with a big catch, caught using transparent nylon thread. Ferragamo twisted the thread around a carved wooden heel, and the invisible sandal was born. It won him the Neiman Marcus Award, the first time the honor had ever been given to a footwear design. By the 1950s, Ferragamo employed 700 artisans, producing 350 pairs of handmade shoes per day. Clients included Audrey Hepburn, Marilyn Monroe, Eva Peron, and Sophia Loren. Died on August 7th, 1960 at 62 years old. His wife, Wanda, took over the company and ran it for nearly 6 decades, expanding into leather goods, silk scarves, fragrances, and ready-to-wear. In 2022, the brand rebranded